Ladies and gentlemen, look who we have. Look who smashed all up in the middle. Hair all did up, face
In the
all
middle,
glossy,
the
glasses.
middle,
Got the girl sitting and got the hammer. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Lamont, it's Moochie, it's Jay. It's the Saturday night edition of our live stream. We about to bring y'all the fire for BMF. Jay, how you feeling tonight, my brother?
I'm all good. It was a good episode. Ready
Definitely.
to get it. Yeah, glad to see it back. And they put a lot of the little tidbits in showing where Meech got the family, organization mindset and stuff. So I like it. It was good. There's a lot to break down. I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm.
And
I feel like they both have the little organization family thing going on. Terry too.
Yeah. Somebody said that was really him, his voice.
And narrating? Wow.
Yeah, it was. Just like last season was really, remember last season in the first episode, they had Big Meech's real narration voice in last season. So this season they got real Terry narration.
Yeah, I never heard Terry speak before.
Oh, you haven't?
Not that I can recall. Was
if
he in
you watch the documentary,
yeah, he spoke in the documentary. He sure did.
I don't remember.
He spoke twice. At the very end. Yeah, man. So crew,
look at that again.
In the chat, how y'all doing tonight? Rashonda, Samara, Cassandra, Daria, DeMarcus, my brother, Vaughn, AG, Sierra Forever, AG. We're glad to have you guys in the building. We're going to do what we can to entertain you and to give you our thoughts on how we felt like this episode went. Please be sure to subscribe to all of our channels, ladies and gentlemen. We all have YouTube channels. We all put out content. This is how you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. The podcast link is right there. And this is my damn TikTok, ladies and gentlemen. Look who's on my TikTok. The mistress of the night, and Moochie, and my daughter. and Miss K, I'm just fooling with you if you're out there cussing me out, mistress of the night. But let me start you guys out on the biggest surprise.
Right quick, can I ask y'all? I didn't get to catch up with y'all. How was it when y'all, met up? And that
was fun. That was really fun. You should have been there. Next time we gotta meet like somewhere where we can meet up with you too.
Yeah, we're gonna have to plan some type of vacation. Everybody meet up at somewhere, make it warm and whenever it is.
Yeah, Jay, they try to double team me, but they didn't know I lift weights.
They ain't see all that back on that picture.
They ain't know I be picking up Ford Tauruses and shit. They ain't know I could do all that. They tried to get me, and I held them all pretty strong. But man, they was cool, man. I was glad to see them. We had fun. We ate, came back. They met my daughter, met my family, had a good time. Elle got to see her Moochie in person. So it was a thing, man. I was happy to see them, and I told them we need to do a hangout for some of our subscribers too. We need to do we can start our own meetup with our subscribers. See how big we can grow it, and maybe we can get it to the point where we can do our own Fire Fest, but really perform what we say we're gonna do. Not take y'all money and not give y'all no vacation. So if y'all want to do a Moochie Mont J Life Games team meetup where we have pseudo celebrities singing and dancing, you can network, post your comments, let us know. We're gonna kick this thing off.
You needed to put a little poll up, Lamont, for that one.
Yeah, man.
And then
I can make it happen. Honestly,
I say you put the poll up and see what happened at the end by the end of the live.
I can make it happen, y'all. I can definitely make that happen. If y'all want to do an event like that,
show up too. Because I remember I did a little something when I was in California, and people say they was gonna show up, and I don't know. And nobody came. I don't know if they just was playing or they're scared or. I mean, not people saying they gonna go fly there. Of course, I wouldn't expect. I'm talking about people that would say they was in California.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, I wasn't expecting nobody. I wasn't expecting that level of commitment. Even though some said that, I wasn't expecting that. But if, you know, say we meet somewhere, Atlanta in the summertime, everybody close and there need to come through, you know?
Right. Man, I hate to say this, but I'm with Sierra forever. I would love to do one in Detroit. I don't know what it is about me in Detroit. I have an affinity for Detroit, y'all. Maybe it's Crystal. Yeah, I just, something about Detroit just calls me. If we move, it's probably going to be to Detroit. I'm for real. Unless Hollywood calls me.
And get a lot of land, and it's beautiful.
You definitely can. Yeah. You definitely can.
I've never been to Detroit.
You should go.
I've never been to Detroit.
Every city got these bad parts, of course, you know.
Right, so. right. Yeah, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump into this thing. There was a couple of surprises, but there were no surprises. No surprises bigger than this one, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to give our man J-Mo a victory lap when we come back because he's the only one that called this right here. Here we go.
Boy. He's the only. Wait, I did too. Hold up.
Boy.
Stop the press.
That Jay. That
you called this in the exact scenario though.
Yeah, you did, Jay. That N-word woke up like he was in jail. He dropped the soap and somebody poked the dope because them eyes just flew open just like that. So Jay, you get first dibs at Lamar, man. How did you feel about them bringing back the black villainous Superman?
I know people gonna think, oh well, Jay know this, he was doing that. I don't have any insight on the script. I'm not nobody special like that. I appreciate people might think that, but it's not true. So when I saw it actually happen, like I say, he might be somewhere laid up and then eyes open up like boom, and it happened. I was like, man, I need to start writing. Hey, Lamont, we gonna have to write some stuff. I know you know, hey, boy, because I was like, hey, but in all the seriousness, when I saw the wound, so they try to make it so accurate, right? So the wound, a gunshot, extremely painful, but if you could get the right care in time, you could possibly survive. You know what I mean? And so that's what he had. They ran off. We didn't see like Kato. We saw she was executed.
Dead.
Yeah. So yeah.
I figured he was gonna be alive. For some reason, I thought I said that, but I figured it was because I didn't see. It was only one gunshot.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why I said that. And B Mickey, he made sure he 2-2. Bop bop.
Now, Moochie, why didn't Meech finish the job?
I don't know. He was worried about did you shoot my brother? He was just worried about that.
He young, he a rookie, he ain't really a killer.
I think sometimes, you know, his cockiness gets in the way, gets in his own way.
I can see that too. Yeah, because you see, he talking about Lamar dead. Like you know, Lamar dead. So it's either you can get down, lay down. I'm gonna do all this together right now. So when it's gonna be.
Now, did y'all hear the music they played for this boy? Did y'all hear the music they played?
Ready
basically
or not.
telling ready or not.
You can't
Yes.
But you know what? Coach Cop, this man ain't about to be like, okay, Meech shot me. He ain't gonna tell him, he ain't gonna snitch.
You don't think that Lamar gonna snitch?
Nope. How many of y'all put up a poll? Put a 1S if he gonna snitch. Put a 2S if he ain't. You think? What y'all think? Moochie, what y'all think?
I say 2S. He is not gonna snitch. He gonna handle it on his own. He gonna get his freaking hammer. He gonna get his little juking tool, and he gonna get. I just want to know what new R&B song he gonna be singing. Is it gonna be like "Can You Stand the Rain"?
Nah, they already done sung that.
No, can you stand the rain? Is it gonna be something with rain? What's it gonna be? I want to know what's the next R&B song he gonna do, and with his first kill.
They might be playing the cleanup man. He might be.
Look, they already did. Ready or not, here I come.
All right.
So that's what I'm saying. It might be that.
Gonna find you.
Mm-hmm. They can't do the Fugees one, but they'll do the old school one.
Yeah, definitely. So that was a big shot. How did y'all like the way they opened the show, where we are in St. Louis, an older Southwest T, on the phone, know the feds is coming to kick in the door, wave in the 4-4. Yeah. Tell some woman on the phone, Moochie, he's saying, I'm about to meet you at the border, baby. I wonder.
I see you.
I wonder if that was Marquisha, but we're gonna get the Marquisha Rubbermaid hind parts in a minute. I'm gonna
Rubbermaid
hind. Y'all like to hind parts in Power. Y'all like to hind parts in The Shy, and y'all like to hind parts in this. Stop talking about her plastic
booty. I'm sorry, honey.
This guy,
you gonna stop talking about the plastic booty.
Moochie, I'm gonna talk about that plastic booty because natural booty lives matter. Natural booties matter. Natural booties.
Look, I'm on natural and I'm voluptuous.
I don't discriminate. I'm not prejudiced. I'm booty blind, like they say.
No, Jay. I'm prejudiced. I'm prejudiced. I'm prejudiced.
Stop talking about
when I'm in them booties, Jay, I cause too much friction. If it's fake, it's gonna catch on fire, and I want to live.
If it jiggle when he shake, and if it shake when she walk, you know you like it.
I know that's right. I know I like the way she likes lollipops.
I'm gonna talk about that too. I got jokes on that too. No female lick no damn lollipop like that with her damn door knockers and Steve Harvey glasses on.
I don't know what ladies you been watching licking the lollipops.
They don't lick no lollipops like that.
I need to start looking more often.
Here we go.
All right.
Now. So we in Southwest T crib. Coach Cop bust up in there in 2005. Get him with Leslie Jones. Moochie, what was going through your mind during this scene?
When I seen Leslie Jones, I was like, oh, shoot. How much of her we going to see? Because with her facial expressions and her punchlines that she was giving, you could see your brother with that bad eye too. But whatever she said, I don't know.
What's up, Lefty?
Yeah. All of that, I was like,
She had like 3 jokes in like a minute and a half.
Exactly.
Sure did. She sure did, man. She wasn't playing. And Southwest T, man, they got him looking like he on a disability check or something. Eyes rolling out of his head and shit. And then
but don't his eye look like that in real life?
It do, but up here it looked real bad. He need a haircut. They had this dude looking like he is not a drug kingpin at all.
He might be on the lam though. You got to look at it like this. He on the lam. You know, you trying to keep a low key. They already got his brother. So look, he like, I can't go. Look, I can't go get my cut.
He was.
So I gotta rough it up.
But instead, they was about to eat some lamb chops. He's supposed to go out there like he told old girl. He shouldn't have sat down with his boys. He should have ran out of there.
That was crazy to me. How y'all sitting down having a 6-course meal and you got the man on your back and you know they coming.
I know.
You know they got your brother and you like, all right, as soon as I finish this 6-course meal, baby, I'm going to meet you at the border.
Man,
that's we get too comfortable, man, with stuff.
Yeah,
man.
That damn a meal, Jay. I would have left. Fuck that meal. I would have went right on out the. I would tell the fellas, y'all want to eat, have at it, but I'm gone. I'm on the
real.
Yeah, look. Now I wouldn't even eat and run. Usually people hate when you eat and run. I'm not eating at all. See y'all later, son.
No,
I'm out.
they got a taco when I was on the other side of the border in Mexico. Fresh from a Mexican.
So, and hey, you grab you a pork chop going out the door, man.
Boy, there was some big chops too, wasn't it?
Yeah, man. I'm wondering if you guys think that they're going to continue the story from where they're at now, all the way to us seeing Coach Cop arresting Southwest Tea and Meats later on, because we do now know for sure. We know for 100% assurance, Coach Cop going to survive, but his partners are going to change. Obviously, he came in there with that big. He came in there with Leslie Jones. So obviously his partners is going to change. So Jay, what do you think about? How do you think they're going to play out this storyline?
I thought what he said to Coach Cop was real in the sense that you wasted 20 years of your life chasing me down. Now, you know, we could say taking down a drug dealer and all of this stuff or whatever, but let's be honest, can you buy these drugs in any of these same cities today? So, like, what happened? You know, and it's like, I'm not saying people should give up or whatever, but, you know, he gave up probably everything. He probably didn't have a good relationship with his son. We saw a little bit of that earlier. Who knows what he did chasing this man for 20 years. You should have spent your life with you, do your job, but leave the job alone and not be all gray and real, you know what I mean, chasing it. It just felt like he wasted his life while he lived his Southwest Tea. He living good, eating good, and who knows what you do. He did have a turtleneck on, so No Neck Johnson really looked like came up there. No, it wasn't the turtleneck. He just didn't have a tie. It was all black.
It's just that his damn head so big. He all neck and shoulders. I mean, now Moochie, do you, and Jay, this question's kind of for both of y'all, but I'm gonna shift it to Moochie. Do you think that he possibly, and they'll play this story out, chase Southwest Tea and Meats because something happened to his son related to the drug game? Maybe the son got in the drug game. Right now, they showed the son in this episode. They showed a softer light of the son. He likes heroes. The boy can draw, and the daddy is wasting talent by not trying to cater to that boy's ability. That boy got some talent, okay? That boy drawing comics and writing the script in it, that's talent. So do you think that because dad pushed him away from that love of his craft, Moochie, do you think that could have possibly mean that the son got into a life of crime or drugs and he's now blaming it on the BMF crew? What you think?
Well, you know that at this point, Dad, this is one of my things that I'm in the process of making. Okay. Well, I feel like with this whole thing, he's going to have resentment towards Terry and Meech if they live in the same area and his son is going to the same schools. And now that he's really on Terry and Meech, they're going to start looking and investigating him, I think, and seeing what his life is about. And you got to remember with the coach, he's so used to dealing with these younger, rough around the edges kids that he feels like his son shouldn't be bad, but he feels like he's maturing slower than some kids because he's sheltered. You understand? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, he is.
So I
appreciate his, nerdy talent type thing.
Yeah, like let a kid be a kid. That's how I feel.
Yeah, he don't see the value in it enough. Really.
No, not now. Mm-hmm. Some people don't.
And the weird thing is, you don't see the value in that, but you're out here working these streets and you see these other young men doing stuff that you know good and damn well you don't want your son doing. So why not help cater his exposure to things that could lead to what one would say is a positive job perspective versus getting caught on the street? And I do believe, Jay, they're going to use that. Somehow, some way, they're going to use that storyline between Coach Cop and his son.
Yeah, well, keep in mind in the 80s, comics and all that wasn't doing too good, and we wasn't in the Marvel era of today. And so he probably thought, man, you ain't gonna have no career in this. You wasted your time. Little did he know, 20, 30 years later, by the time he a grown man, had he have been with it, he could have been a billionaire, if he'd have got with Mar, all this other stuff, who knows what. So, I mean, Hellboy and all this stuff was created independently, but,
at the end of the day, parents are always trying to push their children into sports, and the likelihood that your child becomes a professional athlete is less than 1%.
Very true. Very true. And as far as Coach Kopp, I think that I agree with Moochie. He do probably have some resentment. He probably jealous of them, and that they was able to get away and live the lives they live and do the things they did and all of that. He probably resent and jealous of them, So, he should have paid attention at home.
I got a great super chat, and I do believe that this could possibly happen. So let me pull it down real quick. Shout out to the big homie. Come through and super chat every night, ladies and gentlemen. This channel does accept super chats, by the way. I just want to let y'all know. We do take super chats over this way. If we could take food stamps, we would take them, but we can't. So it's got to be a super chat or cash app or something like that. Big homie DeMarcus Vaughn come through and say, Detective Bryant's son will get a hold of B. Mickey's gun and carry it to school because he's getting bullied. Easily can see that.
I said that yesterday on my live that he's going to mess with that safe. He's going to mess with that safe.
Yeah, that's 100% a good one right there.
He's definitely going to mess with that safe. DeMarcus, you hit the nail on the head. That's something that I'm in the process of doing now too. But anyway.
Yeah. I saw some other things that I focused on in the episode, but the way that they showed that safe and the key and it in there, that something is going to happen. Because
I don't think he took the key. I don't think he had to reach for the key. The key was already in there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I gotta look again.
One angle, and I didn't
I got a picture
of that. But what I thought is either he gonna get caught up with something, or they gonna end up searching and find that in there. But I didn't think about the son doing that. That's a good one. But I thought he might end up getting caught up with something, or they searching or losing.
Not this one. Hold on.
And then that happens. So, but yeah, that's a good one. That's interesting. And I like his relationship.
Oh, there we go. The key is in it. See, I don't think the key was like, I don't think he had to reach for the key. You never saw him reach for the key. It's like the key was already in there. And I guess he's one of those parents that be like, look, don't touch my stuff. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's going to go sideways. I want to watch it again to be for sure, though.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Because if anybody, it's either that he going to if he accidentally hurt himself, why would he be mad at Meech? That's his fault. He brought the gun home.
True.
I mean, people do mental
right.
Yeah, people do mental gymnastics to twist something to be on their side. Either way you look at it. He'll probably say, if it wasn't for Meech, I wouldn't even have to have a case that dealt with a gun in the first place. Something to that effect, Moochie. He say something easily like that.
Trying to justify something.
Right. So speaking of Meech, what did y'all think of Meech's storyline? I'll come back to you, Jay. What we didn't know at first, we see Meech in Las Vegas. We see him getting taped up with keys to his body. We didn't know at the time that this was a test from the K9 until we saw Meech go up the stairs and there's a fucking K9 standing right there. And Meech had to think on his feet to get around there, and he get on the bus. And that's when we realized what he was doing. How'd you like that opening with Meech?
Yeah, that was nice. I like how they showed that, and also how the dude Pharaoh from Atlanta broke down all the players in town. Rayful PC, he had
Freeway.
Rick Ross and all that. So that was really good. And then the Jamaican dudes or whatever. So he like, look, that was the first time they showed that episode, putting in his head about relationships. Like, hey, if you ain't here making these moves, you really ain't doing nothing. And that's when he was later saying it. So that's when it clicked in that K9 really was testing you. It wasn't about them bricks. He don't need it or the money. It's about the relationship. And he later showed that it clicked in. Are you somebody they could trust? Because the relationships in life, a lot of people don't value. And especially in today's, they'll throw you away for you owe them $20. They won't call you back no more for $20 or something, or, you know, whatever the case, people will throw you away for nothing. And relationship is more valuable than money. You never know who could be there for you and what can happen. And that's why he said, this is more valuable stuff you can't see or touch. And so me starting to learn, I need to be more valuable with as a relationship builder, and showing. That's why he showed later what he said, and he learned when he was thinking on the fly and stuff. So I like how they kind of broke it down and showed that. I wish more people, especially the younger people, but more people overall, you know, valued that, because in the end, that's all we got is each other. You know, what's the little things, you know?
Right. So Moochie, from picking up from that scene, I think 50 was giving us what they call in the Marvel Universe Easter eggs when they show all the big time drug dealers. And we got the news today that 50 is going to be doing like 3-4 damn spinoffs. Forget the Power Universe. We got a BMF drug universe. They're going to be doing BMF Immortals 1, 2, and 3 coming soon. And the thing I got to say,
gotta go
deep
like into all of the people that he's dealing with.
I don't know if they're gonna oversaturate it though.
Okay, this is.
Can I finish my question? Can I finish my question? God damn, y'all! Can I finish my question? Do you feel? I was just about to say, do you feel like we're getting oversaturated, and would that make you not want to see a Godfather of Harlem spinoff with Frank Lucas?
Ooh.
I'd check it.
I would watch it.
Yeah, that ain't oversaturated.
I would watch it.
Yeah.
It would be kind of oversaturated, but it depends on how they pace it out. I will watch it.
I was gonna say, if they do
continuation,
if it's like a break in between, like
yeah. What if the scripts are good? Like, because Godfather Harlem is one of the best. It's one of the top 5 TV shows on TV. If y'all ain't seen Godfather Harlem, you need to check it out for sure. But they talking about that show is going to transition to Frank Lucas. That's the next innovation of that story. And now 50 is trying to do all these.
Okay, I want to ask a question. So that means we're going to start seeing Frank Lucas soon? Because remember, he was Bumpy's driver.
That's what I was about to say. I don't know. I was about to ask the same thing, but I was going to say they could do the Frank Lucas spinoff in 2 ways. You could either wait till Godfather Harlem is over and like introduce them towards the end, and then we go sort of like the Power Book 2 way, you know, kind of build it up at the end and then go and it's over. And that's what a lot of things have done. Or you could run them at the same time and have them in both shows. So you could have, like in the Godfather Harlem show, the Frank Lucas character as his driver doing certain things. And then in the Frank Lucas show, you could have Forrest Whitaker in that show, still is Bumpy, but it'll be more centered on Frank in that show. You know what I mean? And what he's doing when he's not working with Bumpy. And then we'll see crossover when they was doing this. And part of this story will be continued in the next show. And that would be dope.
And well, if they do it like anything like that, I can't think of the movie right now that he was in, that Denzel was in, where he played Frank Lucas. It's like at the tip of my tongue.
Oh, God, American Gangster.
Yeah, if they do it anything like American Gangster. Remember when they showed it in the beginning, how basically Bumpy was mentoring him? Yeah. That I would want to see a phase like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we see the transition, we see Bumpy getting old and all of that. Like
that would be Jay's idea. Don't you think that would be Jay's idea? Because you transition to the point where we're focusing on Frank as Bumpy is starting to wind down.
Yeah, like how you said that you're gonna see his inner, like what he's doing on the side and the mentoring and stuff. Like what is he doing? Like him earning his bones and stuff.
MCU, the gangster MCU. That's a great idea. You can have it from the 80s. You got the Rafe and all of them, and we could see them all come together like the Avengers, the gangsters. Okay, come
so
together.
if they do it like that and bring Frank Lucas in, that means Nikki Barnes is coming too.
Hey, that's dope. You can do it like that.
I'm with that.
The GCU, man. We need to work on the GCU.
Did y'all know years ago that Will Smith was supposed to play Nikki Barnes in a movie?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he even got
Barnes. I don't know what happened with it.
Yeah. They got pretty far with it too.
Yeah, I wish they would have. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like a rumor. It was close, like scripts, and I think it was even signed on and all of that.
I don't know what happened with it. I don't know if it's like now with everything with his situation, we don't know what's going to happen.
I think it's still on. I'm about to look now. I think he's still signed on for it.
Yeah, check it out.
While you check it out, I'm gonna ask Moochie this. So
I didn't mean to go off topic. I apologize.
That brings us to this scene, Moochie. So now we at the basketball game and we see Southwest T in present day. Let me give you some B-roll so that you can see what happened.
Hold on, I'm gonna go get my lollipop.
You like
Did you lick your lips, Jay?
That's because they dry. It's cold. No.
Hold on, I'm gonna go get my lollipop.
Well, let me show you what happened, Mooch. Let me show you what happened.
Now, how old is she supposed to be?
I
don't know.
What is she doing at this basketball game? I'm hearing stories that she was a middle-aged woman.
Oh.
So what gives, y'all? In real life.
She is playing that age appropriate for that character then.
Yeah,
But did y'all see the way that thing was shaking like a washing machine? I mean, Swiss.
I had my little experiment about it.
You can stick your clothes. You can stick your clothes in between them hind parts and it'll come out wrinkle free. That shit was moving with a booty like that. I don't want to think about the duty that come out of it. That's all I gotta say. And then I'm gonna move on.
Being like paper.
I'm
no, you gotta use the good paper and wet wipes after, boo. Get rid of all the little.
But Moochie, tell me about this, Moochie. What woman? Don't no woman be licking their lollipops like this unless they trying to get your attention with them Steve Urkel glasses and them door knockers. Talk to
those glasses was the ish back in the day. I don't know. I had a pair of big glasses like that. You know what? I'm gonna find my picture for y'all to see next time. I had glasses like that and the mini big glass. Yeah, that was the style. I don't know what kind they was. Or they, Cartier or Yves Saint Laurent. Cazelles, I don't know. Maybe Cazelles for women.
See, they didn't really wear those that much in Chicago in the 80s in my area. Maybe in some other areas, but I didn't see.
In New York, yeah.
New York was
in the acid wash jeans, yes.
Now we rock some acid wash jeans now.
Yep. I had the acid wash jeans with the two-tone. But I'm like, how was she at this?
And did you have a cowboy jacket like that where the ruffles come down to your hind parts that's up to your shoulder blades?
Now when I was about 6 or so, my parents had I got a picture of me wearing a brown one or something like that. And I barely remember that coat, but that's when my parents put that. It's a little bitty one somewhere in the world that was mine. But other than that.
So let me ask you this, Jay. Now that we know K9 ain't playing, because at that basketball game, he was coaching one group of kids. Other guy was coaching one group of the kids, and then they get mad because the other coach want his money. He said to K9, like, I'm not paying you nothing. K9 don't fight him. K9 just said, F it. I'm going to pull out my gun and shoot you. Meech hops in the car with him. The question I have for you, Jay, now that we've seen this, we have a whole season to know the danger of Lamar. Who's more dangerous, the K9 or Lamar to Meech?
K9 is more dangerous. Well, to Meech, Lamar, because Lamar got a beef right now. Mm-hmm. So K9 don't have a beef with Meech, so he ain't a danger right now. But loose lips sink ships. And when he say he gonna get a little head, he sure is gonna get a little head with that gun. Bow. Dude don't play. Dude was very disrespectful when he said what he said. And when you in the dope game and you dealing with killers, you don't talk to them like that. It's an unwritten rule of respect. You don't call them no B. You don't say I ain't gonna pay you and this and that and like all of that. Like, dude kind of went too far. He should have been.
It was a bet and he shook on it, right? If it was a bet and he shook on it, but
I still ain't gonna pay you.
K9 cheated with the game, though. K9 seemed like he paid off the ref. He paid the ref to be blind.
Possibly, and that's did seem that way. Possibly, but if that is the case, I'm not saying it's not. If he probably knows who K9 is and what he's about, I would have been like, hey, look, man, we got to talk about it or something, man. It's something we can do. I'm like, you know, you want a steak? I heard you like steak.
So, Moochie, given that we've got two antagonists, how are they going to go with Lamar's story? Because Lamar is going to want to get back on Meech. And probably that whole crew. But Lamar don't have a crew. He never really cared to have a crew. Remember, this was a guy who was trying to work by himself anyway. He don't care about no crew. Are we going to get to a crescendo where Lamar and K9 are going to have to bump heads at some point in time this season? What you think, Moochie?
Of course. That's what I want to see. I want to see that.
Let me pull out my paper.
My question is this. I want to see that, and I feel like everybody's gonna root for Lamar because they seeing how K9 is, and the less and even though I just feel like they gonna root more fun for
well, that's a good one right there. Lamar. I don't know who I would
like to see if it could be. I would like to see a fight to the death.
Yeah, me too.
With them two. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let me ask you this then, Jay. I'm gonna take you this way. Meech done squared it away with K9. After K9 showed him that if you got loose lips, he gonna sink your damn ship. Took out Big L, and I was sad because I had forehead jokes for days. I love that Big L forehead. And I didn't want to see it go right now, but it's all good. She's gone. Jay, I thought Big L had more pull than what she had, but K9 just cut her water off like he was a damn water treatment plant. So Meech got the keys he need. He's uniting 50 boys, 12th Street boys to be BMF. They having a dinner scene. But at the same time, we got another one of these Stars Black family dinner scenes right here. And it is completely revealed that Mama Lucille and Daddy Charles plotted with LaWanda, the baby mama, to pull T out of the game. Jay, how did you feel about that revelation?
I mean, we kind of we knew the mama did, and if she'd have told the daddy, he wouldn't have said y'all wrong because he had his eyes on getting that car service and stuff too. So
yeah,
you know what I mean. So Terry, in a way, they meant well for him and they were doing the right thing. I'm not going to say that they intentions, rather I should say, were wrong. They were trying to do the right thing, but by working together and not in telling him up front, he's going to think y'all ain't no different than what everybody else y'all trying to say. Y'all trying to manipulate me, but y'all said everybody else was. What's different? What's the difference? You trying to get something out of me and use me too. So I'm going to do me now, and I'm going to make my own decisions of what I feel. And, you know, that might have been the straw right there, but he already had something on his mind when he was about to start over with old girl anyway. So, you know, that might have been just the reason he needed to put it all together in the first place. Because why you standing there eavesdropping anyway? You was kind of suspicious to begin with. So, well,
Jay, you could easily say, why is they standing in there having a celebratory conversation when you know the man is right there next door? What you think about that, Mooch? They in there basically having a you know, they're doing touchdown dances and shit like they don't won the Super Bowl. The man is in there. You could possibly hear it.
Plus, Meech threw that money. That put it on his mind too. He said, "What you make?"
And Mooch,
yeah, that pissed him off. That pissed him off.
This too. He also in his mind, he's laying in bed with a nice bodied woman, but his mind is on the rubber fake woman. So you got Terry dealing with all this stuff. You know, he got him dealing with all this stuff.
So he got to put two twin beds together.
Yeah. That's the life you live when you're living in poverty. You squeezing two beds together, Moochie. So talk to me about Terry and learning these secrets, and what episode is it going to be before Terry join back with BMF?
I think it's coming this episode. I think he's like he okay with that whole conversation. I'm trying to figure out, why did the mother have this conversation that loud and he's still in the house?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Like, what are you doing? She should have shut her down because the girl mentioned it first.
Right. Yeah, she did.
And she should have been like, look, you know, we're not out of the woods yet with this. So, you know, hold your tongue.
Mm-hmm.
She
he in the next room.
Yeah,
you
she
know
put
he
that
in the next room, and some of these men have dog hearing.
She put that cuckoo on him, and he said, "I'm ready to start over." She like, I did it.
If what Aaliyah said, if your girl only knew that you was thinking about me while screwing you, that's what was happening with that. So speaking of which,
George Bush, mission accomplished on the deck.
Right.
Anything was done, mission accomplished.
And then we get a little further deeper, Jay. I hit you with this one. We get a little further deeper into my man simping basically on a married woman, bringing her lily flowers and shit with soliloquy poems about what the flower do and the joy it brings. So the question I got here for you, Jay, is just as simple. These two are dating in real life. So them looks, they dating in real life. So
I heard it looks easy, but I didn't think it was serious.
He got his hands all over that booty.
You know, Carmelo Anthony somewhere is mad as hell right now. That nigga, he getting it in real life.
And those were orchids, Lamont.
Excuse me, ladies. Excuse me. If I'm going to bring a woman flowers, unless she specifically like orchids, I'm bringing you something a little bit more dazzling than some damn orchids. Okay, I'm gonna bring you some 4 o'clock roses. I'm gonna bring you some 3 o'clocks. I'm gonna bring you anything. He brought her what
she had because they were dead. So this is a start of a new.
Well, she didn't take them.
Give them funky flowers to his girlfriend after.
What's wrong with that? That's his baby mama.
Yeah, but those flowers wasn't for her. How you gonna give me some flowers you got for somebody else? You give me these funky flowers.
See, men don't see it that way. That's some women.
Yeah, no.
They tell you from somebody else.
Mm-hmm. We see it as recycling. You women should look at it as that is a man who knows how to. He knows how to reuse his money and save it. Recycling. You want us to just go toss the flowers? No. we don't waste our money. We're gonna reuse and recycle. That's
Brother said, I'm not about to waste the flour.
Me neither.
Re-gift.
I'm sorry, you giving me
flour ain't do nothing wrong. That's why we don't tell you that part. Hey, here, baby. Yeah. Oh, thank you. What I'm saying. Well, actually,
you know what? He should have just put them on the dinner table and been like, "It's for the house."
But right, Moochie, and did you see the way he handed it last night? And I agree with him with that. He handed it to her like, "Oh, just take this shit." Like it won't no love, it won't no speech. He didn't give the baby mama no soliloquy the way he gave Marquisha the damn soliloquy about the elements of the flour and the way it make you feel, and you got to take. He ain't do none of that. So
okay, can you highlight J Doe's comment, please? Mm-hmm. Regarding the orchids, he may have been taking them to his mom, and the baby mother jumped the gun thinking they were for her. You know what? She did swing by like that, and he just was like, "All right, take it." I'll give that to you, J Doe.
So J Mo, by what episode is Terry gonna get them Rubbermaid panty drawers?
Woo! You know, when I was looking at this first episode and they were showing the flashback and he was thinking of and they was kissing and stuff, I'm like, man, he got a hell of a role. You know what I mean? This young dude up here all killing and whatever. And so now that it is confirmed that they are in a real relationship like that, I don't think we're gonna have to wait too long, man. I think
I don't think so either.
Yeah, episode. So he'll probably get back in the game, episode 2, and he'll probably get to warm her up, and she'll start to actually talking to him and stuff by the end of episode 2, and he gonna get them drizzles by 3. So
I'm with the fella. I'm with Brillo and DeMarcus. I think it's gonna happen episode 4. I think episode 4 he gonna be blowing her Rubbermaid back out. She might even lose a booty when he hitting it so hard. I'm saying episode 4 is when he gonna get them draws.
Write down. I'm going for the 3-peat. I got you for the 4. All right.
I'm going with 4.
Okay. We get me and Jay got 3.
And you know why I say 4? Because she's helping him now. I think he brought customers to her. So she's giving them the favor back where she showed them how to pick up people from the airport. And he gonna try to thank her.
They gonna work up,
and she's still gonna try to resist. But then he gonna wear her down, and it's gonna happen in episode 4. Somebody saying 5 too.
Nah, is he gonna ever it down perfectly? But you gave yourself another episode when it's all gonna break down.
You think it's all gonna happen in the 3rd episode, right?
Yeah, because mostly you say it's gonna happen in 2.
That's true. That's true.
But take a whole nother episode.
I mean, she's still giving some pushback though.
Yeah, she gotta give a little. She gotta give a little. Who her husband is? That's true. That's true. She gotta give.
Somebody said in the comments that she date men her own age. Who was she dating?
Oh yeah, Mello was older than her too. I
thought Mello was younger. Yeah, Mello was younger.
He was younger than her too.
But only like how many years? Like 2, 3, 4?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Not like 10, like D Wade.
Yeah. No, he ain't doing nothing like my wife completely robbing the cradle. No, it ain't like that.
Wait, completely robbing the cradle, huh? What?
Completely robbing the cradle. You know, I'm a young tenderoni to my wife. That's what I am.
Hey man, black don't crack. I thought she was younger than you.
No, she's actually 9 months older than me.
Oh, get out of here, man.
Barely a baby bottle older than you.
I knew.
Yeah. Having said all that, you know, I got love for the Cougars, y'all. I love the Cougars. Okay, I like my hot chocolate because Black Jay said that black don't crack, baby.
Black don't crack. Black don't crack if you take naps.
Exactly. So then we got a new character they introduced that I actually like. Detective Lynn. And I like Detective Lynn because she's giving it back to Detective Coach Cop. Okay, she ain't having none of his jokes. She tough as nails. But here's the catch to her, I think. First of all, there's going to be a lawsuit, okay? She hits little buddy, knocks his damn teeth out. Oops, wrong one. Hit him, knock his teeth out, right? Then she goes on to notice Coach Cop watching secretly be Mickey. So I give this to you, Mooch. Is there any situation where she could be the girlfriend of Big Bama, the commander?
I don't know. Because remember, she came here because it was like an all boys club where she was, and I think it was something like she was getting like treated a certain way because she got the job. So I don't know.
Right.
I don't know if that situation is going on, but if it is, then she's gonna be telling her everything. But it seemed like she's not a by the book person. She's doing a bit in the bending it a little bit in the law.
She's in the trenches.
She's bending the law a little bit. So maybe Berkeley wants to see how far she gonna go.
Okay. All right. Jay, what you think? Because Detective Coach Bryant revealing that he's got Lamar under wraps. That's a big reveal to somebody you just met, really, technically. You just met. So talk to me about Detective Lynn a little bit. Where do you think we're going to go with her?
Yeah, I like gin and juice. The gin and juice on the road, boy. She drunk driving, hit old boy, wasn't playing.
Told him up, knocked the tooth out.
And then she funny talking about what you told them about the Asian driving. So a lot of people that may or may not know, especially West Coast people, they know it's a running joke that Asian women can't drive or Asians can't drive. So that's why she said, what you go tell them about the Asian driving is in like why she hit him. So I'm like, she got jokes. But he like, no, I'm good. I'm gravy. Everything a food reference. Like, okay, I'm gravy, baby. You said you can lay off the biscuits. You can lay off some more, whatever. So, I like her. She going to be quick. He kind of going to try to trust her. That's why he showed that body. He said, he learned from the last partner. So, even though he kind of was shady and that last partner was going to probably bust his head. So he got lucky in a way. But maybe he learned he better straighten up by how close it was. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm still not sold on if she a plant or not. But she hit him with a car, so she ain't by the book. But then again, they do stuff to gain your trust all the time. But
exactly,
yeah, he trying to do right. Well, it seems
right. So they, a lot of times they not by the book, but at the same time they still are trying to quote unquote catch bad guys. You know what I'm saying? So even though they might be crooked, you still have to put on the facade that you are doing your job. But with her, it feels very natural. And them the ones that I'm always trying to watch out for. Like she feel like she could be kind of straight-laced. I play in the gray, but that's just for justice type. She kind of got that feel. But when you start letting yourself get that feel about somebody, that's when you got to watch them. That's when you got to watch them. And we're going to be watching her like an Asian, like a chicken hawk.
No, you didn't.
Anyway, moving right along, ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about this. Here we go. So, the dynamic between Lucille and her husband. There was a scene up here where he was tapping on that show at 3 a.m. in the morning, and she said, "Hell to the no, you ain't getting none of these old panty draws because I got to go to work in 3 hours." However, I was telling some people that I was talking to yesterday, that scene was a microcosm to the dynamics of the relationship. Because this scene was the beginning of what happened with why she didn't give him no draws. And it comes back to what a smart psychologist told me one day. When in the dance between men and women typically don't give up the draws until they feel emotionally secure about a male. Men don't typically become emotionally secure in a female till they get the draws. And the issue with these two right now is that they're polar opposites. In this cafe, she looking at another couple. They having good, what looks to be emotional conversations. He up there done ate up all the damn donuts. She couldn't even get a lick of Krispy Kreme. Like she don't never eat it, but she ain't say, do you want this second piece of Krispy Kreme? Like, nope. And so, nigga, you think you about to wake right? You think you about to wake me up at 3 a.m. before I go to work to give you some? But here's the problem.
I got some cream for that crispy.
You ain't gave that man none in 3 damn weeks. Jay, the floor is yours. Which one?
I gotta put myself on mute. I gotta put myself.
Oh Lord, Moochie got a lot to say. Jay, which one of these two entities gonna give in first?
Man, it was a lot with this right here that I saw, and it reminded me of relationships of my own in the past. And I'm gonna say, when a woman's fed up, you don't have to say mine. All right. And that's basically what it is, man. Women, when their mind is on bills and all that other stuff, they are not emotionally secure. The cuckoo dries up when it's bills due and it's no money. It's like, I can't be giving this up to some dude that can't bring home the bacon repeatedly. And then she's starting to not see that it's a brighter future around the way. She's stuck in the moment and not realizing that when women do that, not saying it's right, but in 3 weeks and you're pushing him off, he's starting to feel unloved. She's, of course, upset. I'm not saying she don't have her reasons, but the way that when women cut off the cuckoo and the man feels unloved, like Lamont perfectly broke down, he's going to cheat and find somewhere else. Is going to break it down. If she's worried about how hard it is to pay the bills now, how is it going to be better when she's a single mom? You know, you
and Jay
trying to work it out, and it's bumps in the road, but you can't always look at the other side. The grass is greener because they got a full plate and you got a donut he ate. You know, y'all, he gonna take you to the chop house soon, baby.
The chop house, and let me guess, that's when he gonna be able to get his next piece of draws after the damn chop house. Y'all been married 27 years. Ain't no situation this man should be having to wait 3 years unless your coochie done dried up. Ain't no situation. He bought the coochie. He married the coochie. He provided for the coochie. He's there for the coochie now. The only thing he didn't do was give your ass a third of a fucking donut, and you can't get that man no draws. Boy.
Wait, y'all gotta let me wait. When y'all gonna let me speak?
Oh, go. Let's hear from the Moochie.
Listen.
Let us hear the hammer.
I say, and I'm agree with Tall Glass. No money, no honey. No romance without finance. That's how that and I don't think it got built up to that. I don't know what he does and when he's in between jobs, because I think those plants was laying on and off at the time. So she's actually the breadwinner working at a Wendy's drive-thru, and she's in her 50s.
And she tired of him.
She feel like she should be like at a restaurant dressed up, not like this.
True.
She feels like her. She said that should be us. That's
so Mooch. So he be selling drugs?
I didn't say that. Let me bring it around.
I need you to get to the point quick.
I'm not saying he should sell drugs. She don't want her to take money from Meech, right?
Right.
Don't want her to sell drugs, but he's got to learn to be a better earner.
Well, it ain't like he can go to college right now.
Exactly.
He trying to get the car business going. She don't believe in his dream.
He getting that off the strength of Cherry.
What? They still about the business going. He's still trying.
So should he go sell drugs? Since the ladies is all saying no, you saying
no. I don't think he should sell drugs, but it's just like, to me,
how could he be a better earner? You got to think this is a 40-year-old man, 50-year-old man. What are he gonna do?
He got 2 jobs. He working 2 jobs.
He ain't gonna go to college and go work corporate. So what can he do?
This This is the issue us men talk about when we say you women have double standards. Because if it's a rich NBA player, he laying out the cash, you okay until you find out he got 50 other women he laying out the cash for.
But I'm not gonna get no NBA player. I'm an average person at work. If you not busting your ass like how I'm busting my ass, then I'm like, come on.
But he is though.
What is he bad with money? I'm not getting all of this.
But she
because
What
are you bad with money? Because I'm not getting all of this. Your two sons, you're not taking care of them. They taking care of themselves. So the only one you got to take care of is that girl.
And I said that in season
and look,
so I'm like, I'm not understanding all of this.
I don't either. They shouldn't
and
be.
Then Mooch,
they are. You're right.
And then Mooch, they don't even got enough money for Nikki to have money for lunch.
And see, it doesn't add up. I said that in season 1. He worked at GM.
I think he's bad with money. Like what Sierra Forever said.
But no, that's not true because in season 1, she pays all the bills and he gives the check
to
her. They said that.
Yeah.
Because she didn't pay something she was supposed to and didn't do something with the money. And he like, why you didn't do that? Yeah.
Right. Yep. So she managing the money, Moochie.
Yep. She doing it. She's the good or bad with the money. It doesn't add up right.
It don't add up.
Yeah, something not adding up.
This man giving you
I'm not. I mean, I know she's frustrated. Right. I know she's frustrated, but it's just like it's something more to that they leaving out.
I think this is for the show that they trying to add a little drama between them.
Yeah.
They did get divorced though.
They did get divorced.
The woman more than money.
Well, somebody said he gonna mess with the neighbor.
And so Jay, what happened was he wound up getting into the business with the boys, and that's when the rift really started getting between them in real life. When he started getting more involved in the business with the boys, that's kind of when Lucille was like, the hell with this. I don't want no drug dealer balls on me. No thanks. And so maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. But
I don't want no drug dealer balls on me, but I'll take my son's money. Oh, I mean, she's not taking it now, but she was in the beginning, though. She was in the beginning.
But I'm gonna tell you who money she gonna take. I'm gonna tell you who money she gonna take. She gonna take Pastor Swift money and probably some of his thing honey.
Chocolate honey.
So y'all saying they both gonna have an affair? Pastor Swift.
I don't think they're gonna play her.
Or
I don't think they're gonna.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna play it where they do it while they together. But when they leave, yeah, sure. Because when somebody showed this woman a speck of attention that looked like he got money, if somebody pop up with an orchid and give it to her and look like he riding a moped that's on spinners, she liable to throw the drawers at him before he leave the stove, like a boomerang.
She's pretty too. I think she's pretty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Edith Bain said he bought a guitar with the bill money.
Oh yeah, he did.
He got it out the pawn shop. He said he got it out of the pawn shop, and he was like, "Yeah, I got this. I'm about to go ahead and make me a little, album." She was like, "She like, man, here you go with another whack ass idea, man. Sick of you.
Want to cut them damn guitar strings."
Right. Nobody want to hear you playing the guitar. Right. They said that in one of the documentaries, though, that because the father always wanted to be in music, it rubbed off on me.
Yeah, he thought he was one of the spinners.
Ladies and gentlemen, we getting out of here on that, man. Moochie be dropping that hammer hard, boys. She be dropping that hammer hard. So overall, before we go, I want to get y'all's tally on 0 to 10, 10 being best, 0 being it sucked. I'll come to you, Mooch. What would you rate this episode?
I gave it a 9.
Yeah.
I gave it a 9 because the way it started. I gave it a 9 because the element of surprise with Lamar coming back.
Yes.
I gave it a 9 because I saw some theories that I got going on. I gave it a 9 because it was overall. I thought they was going to try to bring it in slow, but they like, all right, we getting to the point. We cutting to the chase. Only thing I was kind of disappointed I thought we was gonna see a little bit more from Big L.
Yeah. Bill, my boss said. Yeah, I agree on that one too. So yeah, that was quick. As far as me, I think my little Mo score, I gave it, I think, an 80, or something like that. I always give like a 0.5 in either direction, so I could see it being like an 8.5. You know, I won't say a 9 just yet, because that's like, it was really good, and I don't have nothing to necessarily point out that was bad or didn't work really. I just, you know, it was good. You know, I don't know. I'm looking to see more. It was a great start, though. I ain't got nothing negative about it. It was good. I like it.
Oh, somebody gonna get me, because y'all know I be hard on these shows. I gave it a 10.
Wow.
I'm surprised.
I gave it a 10. I gave it a 10. And I'm explaining to you why. For the simple reason the show surprised me with Lamar. I would have gave it an 8 without Lamar. But the way they, not only did they surprise us with him, but they let him open his eyes. And then the music they played over that bumped it up to a 10 for me. That just took it to a 10. Because he didn't say nothing, but his eyes talked and the music talked. So I was like, oh boy. Woo, woo. And ain't nobody putting a hot poker in his hind parts. I know it, them eyes opening up like that mean. And I also like the setup with K9. Even though we seen him last season, he wasn't really part of a big storyline. I like how he was the one that introduced Big L. So they introduced him last season. They bring him back hot and heavy in one episode. Like, you know, most of the time they slow burn you to how ruthless the antagonist is. Not with this guy. He went from 0 to 10 in the first scene we seen him in at the basketball game. From 0 to 10. And it felt natural. It didn't feel rushed. It didn't feel like you needed to do more. It felt natural. The only thing that was funny with him, why the hell this man, grown-ass man, got this woman feeding him at the table and shit? You know, he like,
that was Flair.
You know why he wanted to feel like he a king?
Okay. Yeah, I thought that was Flair. You thought that was like weird. I mean, I get it. I can see
during the 80s. Like during the 80s. Yeah.
Hey, Moochie, cut that out for me, babe.
Put some sauce on that.
I'm saying, I'm gonna get a bite of you next, bro.
Yeah, open your mouth.
Drizzle on that.
Oh, look, open your mouth.
Pussy hat. That's the pussy hat. Ladies and gentlemen, we getting out of here. We getting out of here before there's too much. YouTube put us in trouble. Don't forget to like the video, man. Comment, subscribe. Come back and check us out. I'm gonna do a Wednesday night BMF recap. That's gonna probably have Moochie, Monique, and
somebody
Nita.
call you daddy in the chat. Daddy. Open daddy.
Oh man, my man done went LL Cool J over.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe. Everybody's got a channel up here. Be sure to catch me on the TikTok. Download the podcast. Check us out on IG. Until Wednesday, y'all. We out of here, man. These people is nuts.